Welcome back, welcome back. Well, in my last video, definitely said a lot of things. I don't know if maybe it was because the weather outside's looking a little cloudy. But my video won't download, so I'm gonna just not care about none of that. And I wanna just take a look at something that I seen a while ago. And I said it in the other video, and I wanna Here we go. Fair use. This is on YouTube, so there should be no reason that I can't share and comment on something that's already there. Right? Fair use. I mean, it would be only right, right?
Was just uncovered in an interview with the Pope. It says Pope Francis's favored Italian interviewer, Eugenio Scalfari, is now claiming that the Pope told him that Jesus did not have a bodily resurrection after his passion and death on the cross, but that the man disappeared. And he came forth from the tomb in the semblance of a spirit. And by the way, he didn't offer any Bible verses whatsoever to back that up because there are none. But keep in mind, this is the same Pope that said Jesus failed in October of 2015.
I mean, I don't know what Bible this guy's reading, but I just recently read something about Jesus taking, I believe, I think it was James and John, or Peter or Paul. I think it was Paul and James, one of them. I'm gonna have to look it up again. Who knows what I watched and seen this story? Could have been one of those alleged stories or whatever. But I could have swore I just read something recently where he took them up to a mountaintop because the Lord wanted to prove that he was like of the old prophets. And when they went up on the mountaintop, he, this light went over him. Like, you know how Goku fucking hits Super Saiyan and the light goes around him? Well, all this light went around him or whatever, and his body lit up, and then he, transformed into fucking Moses or something. Like, 1 minute he was there, and then they say they see a bright light, and they can't see really, and then the next minute he's gone. And two people are there, Moses and Isaiah. So, the fuck is he talking about? But I'll have to find that to, shut that down. You do realize he's saying
The very next month, this same Pope also said the cross of Christ and God himself were a failure in November of 2015.
Now, that's one of my points. Now, the first guy said that he knows the Pope, and he said that the Pope said. So that don't mean nothing to nobody, because anybody that say somebody says something, you don't know. So maybe the dude didn't say that. But what he just said right there about how the Pope a couple of days later said that Christ on the cross or whatever. I actually seen that video, and it's in whatever language they speak. But I remember watching that live, and I remember watching him translate it, and when he said it, I was like, whoa. Did he just say that?
There are none. But keep in mind, this is the same Pope that said Jesus failed in October of 2015. The very next month, this same Pope also said the cross of Christ and God himself were a failure in November of 2015. Then he said Satan is much stronger than Jesus in 2017. And so now this Jesuit Pope is saying Jesus never came out of the tomb. In the same manner, all Christians will arise on that great and dreadful day.
Alright, right there is where I want to stop, because, you know what I mean, fair use and all, I don't want to be using anybody videos. But, Fair use. The Old Testament said that the Most High is the only one that can save you, and that's in Isaiah. That is in a lot of things where the Most High literally says these things. Like he says that no one on the right, no one on the left of me can save you. I am the Lord, and I give forgiveness. And the guy that's like, the big dog of the whole thing on earth said that he failed on the cross. So the whole point of the cross thing, so is he could die for our sins and we could be forgiven automatically. That's what everybody told me. And then I read the Old Testament and was like, oh, the Most High never said that. The Most High said, be good, follow these laws the best you can, and I'll spare you. And, you already seen how that guy was already going against what his leader said. His leader. Because if you follow this stuff or whatever, this Christian stuff, like he said, the leader of Christianity is the Pope, and then he said it. Now that guy is like one of the richest men ever. I'm sure he has a lot of people that study and stuff, like that's his job. I'm sure they have like the original like things, and they have like people that have wrote notes on what things mean this whole time. So I'm sure he would know better than anyone, or maybe not. I could be wrong. He's not the Lord, but you know what I mean. Like, so I'm like, wait up. If this guy's saying like, nah, he ain't get that off. He failed, and he never came back out the cave. He just disappeared and stuff. When I read stuff out of the Old Testament, some of those prophets, they just disappeared, and people couldn't find them ever anywhere, and they were like, where'd they go? And then they would come back down like, yeah, it was like in heaven. So I don't know. Like, I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not saying he's right. I'm just bringing this up because I'm like, wow, this is like weird. I don't know what to think. All I know now is I have to go read. So that was really baffling for me. Like, and then with him saying Satan has more power than Jesus, I kind of see what the Pope is saying by that in a way, because it's a way you look at it. Like, God is the most powerful, obviously. And, Satan used to be an angel. He used to be the highest ranking angel and, like, one of the big dogs. So, like, no one can beat him. Michael couldn't beat him. Michael had to use the sword that God gave him. Michael wasn't stronger. And so right there, when I, hear of how strong he was like fucking Goku. He was like Vegeta, but with Goku's powers. Imagine that shit. Imagine Vegeta with the ability to get better and better like Goku. Like that would be a very bad motherfucker, because Vegeta is on that I need to be the best. And I won't stop training until I will be the best. And then when I listen to other verses, when it says Satan is supposedly down here roaming like a lion all the time, looking to devour people's souls. And when I first heard that, and I didn't get it, I was like, I don't see no lion running around here. But then when I got it, it's like a metaphor. Like, lions are very vicious, cunning. They stalk their prey and they pounce. Once they pounce, your ass is you gonna get got. Ain't no, only the mercy of the Lord gonna get the lion off you. You know what I mean? Like, that is a metaphor, a punchline. So I understood that, and I was like, whoa. That is a lot of power to be you get punished, but you're still running around and you're causing havoc. So you know what I mean. Um, the fact that he walked in the throne room of the Most High, and there are a lot of angels, and they never even seen the throne. They never seen the Most High. His feet. They never walked in the throne. They don't even know if he's real. They don't even know what he's look like. They just hear the stories and get told, like us. And he worked his way up where he could like go kneel before him and go from the highest of high places all the way down to earth to the mudmen. That's a lot of respect right there. That's a lot of like, yo, you get to cross realms and you get to go to the teach the new creation and give messages, and then you get to go to the highest and get the message directly, while other people got to get messages told to them from people like angels like him. Like that's a lot of power. I don't think you just get that because the Most High says, yeah, you could have that. I think he kind of like rewards people for things, even his first sons. And with the Most High, it's not always about power because he's the most powerful. So I could see that, like with the certain scriptures, what the Pope probably meant by that. Like, look what he's doing. He can do all this stuff, and he like led other angels down to fall with him. Duh. Like you got to be really powerful to convince other dudes you could beat their father. Duh. Like yeah, though we mean we gonna. It's only 30 of us, and there's 100 more of them. But we're gonna beat all of them because I'm so powerful. Let me show you how powerful I am. I could beat Daddy now. Like you had to do something to make them believe, or you're just one slick talking motherfucker or something. I don't know. I don't get it. But certain things like that is what made me even cause that Pope video, the guy that he just made that video, that's just 2 years old. But the actual video is probably 3 years old, I think. And when you actually see it being said, and you already believe these things because you read it extensively, you used to pray to the guy that you're not supposed to, and nothing happened, and then you learned otherwise, and then you start to pray to the Father, and things started to happen that you were like, whoa, this is whoa. I used to live in the projects on the floor. 5 years of serving, and I was living in a house in another state where nobody knew me. Like, if that ain't the miracle, I don't know what is really, man. Like, maybe I need to see a car come at somebody and it just not kill them or something, but bullets almost hit your head and miss and stuff. You know what I mean? But me, knowing how smart I actually was and how afraid of the world I was and how much I didn't know about the world at that young age, and just be willing to be like, yo, nah, you smart enough, bro. You learned everything you learned. Everything you learned is going what's gonna make you understand how to learn more to carry yourself through. All the fucking Ninja Turtles and the fucking Captain Americas and Captain Planets and the Bible and the ninja training. I used to train myself on martial arts, the 1 year karate class, the fucking learning how to play basketball and going out there and learning how to lead a team as a basketball player, learning how to actually bring my friends together to do certain things when we were younger so we would be ahead of everybody. When I formed NSS, I was smart when I was young. Like everybody know you gotta go to high school and you got the freshmen, so you gotta get the freshman beat downs and the bullying and all of that. I was so smart that I knew it was gonna happen to me, and you know the people I knew. So I was like, nah, man, we can't let this happen. It's gonna be a new breed, man. I ain't going up in there letting these older niggas play me and take my lunch and all that. Nah, dog. Like, it ain't even me tough and none of that. I wasn't tough. I knew they were bigger, all that, but I was smarter. I already went to a couple of different schools because I was good and then I was bad and then I was good and then I was bad. So I went to like three different schools, and I was cool with everybody, even though I was like a little bad. I was acting out. And when I was cool with everybody, I would always like talk to people, help people, and always talk about this. Yo, when we get to high school, bro, we gonna be freshmen and all that. And I remember I was like, yo, I want to start this thing called NSS, niggas standing strong. So what I did is I got 2 to 3 people from every school I went to, and then since I was from the projects, I was cool because of going to these schools with somebody from all of them, and then they were cool with other people from other projects and other little neighborhoods around my town. So what I did is made everybody get together one day, play basketball, chill, all that, go to dances together. Next thing I know, they don't even realize what's going on. I'm forming them all together. We all get together that summer when we're going to high school. Now we all got the chill house to chill in, everybody, living, doing what young folk do. And I brought to their attention. I was like, yo, remember when I was telling you about the high school thing and all that, like months ago and all that? Like, yo, we gonna face that shit next year. We all graduate. It's time. When we go up there, if we don't stick together like we sticking together now, you see how none of these young niggas in our classes or from none of our school fuck with us because they know they gotta deal with all of us from different schools, from different places. Now none of us get bullied. Yo, remember when you was the nerd in your class? Yo, remember when you used to not get no bitches? Now look at all of us. We all sided together. And we went to high school. Nobody could touch us. And it wasn't because we were taller or bigger or nothing. No. It was because we grouped up. I knew everybody's big brothers. I knew all the cool older generation because of my brothers. So I chose all their brothers, their friends, their sisters, and treated them all nice. Got them all together. So when we went out there, and anybody that didn't know of the older ones that would leave us alone, if you came at us, you fucking with their cousin, you fucking with their little brother, you fucking with they. So now you gotta deal with 30 of us, and then you gotta deal with our older family members that are, all gonna be connected now because if you touch one of us are gonna jump in, and now you just dealt with 2 of the rawest families in that town. So now you got to deal with that. And nobody fucked with us. We chilled and did whatever we wanted. A lot of us made mistakes, went the wrong way. And that's when I called another meeting. And I told everybody, listen, man, we getting older. Some of y'all selling drugs. Some of y'all running around with chicks getting drunk, locked up, all this shit. Like, we out of control now. We got to do something. We got to choose 2 leaders because it can't be one leader. We're all young. So if we have one leader, one of us is just gonna go crazy with the power and just go nuts. But if there's 2 of us, when one nigga get drunk with power, the other one may be able to be like, yo, chill. And if y'all all see both of them getting crazy with power, the rule is gonna be they get to run the what we're gonna do and say this and that because they're looking out for the interests of all of us. But if all of you don't agree and think they're out of control of what they're doing, if all of you vote together that nah, we doing this, and both of y'all need to give up y'all titles, we're gonna re-vote new leaders. Because the only way to be the leader is you had to get voted in. So even though I started it, even though it was my plan, even though I came up with the name, even though I instilled the laws that I was bred from my hood into this, I still made a voting thing because I believe in being fair. And you know what I mean? Like if I wasn't the best leader, then I thought I chose a good enough amount of people that would choose a good leader that would be smart. So they chose my one boy, D Nice. I ain't gonna shoot your real name out there just in case of whatever. You know who you is, D. Still miss you, nigga. We used to tear them niggas up on that basketball court, man. And still want to hear some more verses from you. Don't give up, nigga, just cause we ain't make it, nigga. We can still do this shit and have fun. Anyway, me and Nice, man, we was cool. We was the both like he was one of them star athlete hood niggas slash pretty boy at the same time. So he had his leader alpha qualities. So what I mean, I already knew his ass was getting chosen, and then they chose me, and I was like, oh shit. There was a couple other dudes that I thought maybe chose because they were more athletic. You know what I mean? More getting the chicks, more getting towards the money and shit. I was always like roundabout. Like I'm not diving into nothing too hard. I'm the thinker. I'm gonna be me. So they chose me, and I was like, yo, that's what's up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it made me feel real good because I started the shit anyway. You know what I mean? I wanted to be chosen, and I knew I wouldn't be the one that would go crazy. It would be the other leader that would get drunk with power, and he did. I remember D. Don't stunt. I literally still have the letter of when I said NSS is over and broke it all up and said you could have it or y'all could do whatever y'all wanted. I have the letter. I wrote the letter down the day I was in high school. I wrote it down and I still have it. So nobody better ever tell me it was my fault. Y'all went left and y'all got locked up doing all that dumb shit, and I dipped on everybody, gave up all that power. Oh my God, the things we could have did, fellas. If you would have waited 3 more years, I started rapping. D started rapping. Doughboy came out of the box rapping. Yo, we would have took the whole fucking Bayonne over on a rap tip, and then we all got better. And we met Ace, Angelo was out there. Yo, bro, Daya was out there. Yo, we would have had so many niggas to back us up, and we was all connected to all them chicks. That we would have been. They would have bought our shit just automatic. Yo, we would have been making. All of us would have made money. We would have all made money because we all would have had different rappers from our own hoods. And we would have all been able to make videos and do everything. And then we would have competed with Jersey City. And then it would have made things for our community. Instead of being out there competing for drugs and bitches, we would have been out there competing for fucking $1,000 rap contests and videos. And oh man, bro, my mind was going so far past that shit. And everybody went the wrong way. And I was like, yo, dog, we could use that drug money and do what the movies did and make it real. And nobody listened. You know what I mean? We all paid the price. We all learned the hard way. I got locked up too, so I don't feel bad. But it was real, bro. Like, I was doing that shit when I was a kid, bro. This team shit's been in my blood my whole life. I never not been a leader. I never not been a dude that actually knew how to put himself on the outside of himself and see what could really be done. And it's about that time again, man. Nah, I'm way smarter than I ever was before. I got way more experience now. Like, it's always the same. Niggas started out the mud anyway. Nobody ever believed until the shit start popping. Till they see it start moving and then other people get down. Like, oh, this ain't no gang. This ain't no. This is friendship, real business partners, real people, real men. And when dudes see it starting to go, I'm gonna do you just like I did everybody else since I was a kid to when I was out in PA and I came up with GMB and I made a GMB. We went from NSS to Wolfpack to GMB. Should be getting a severance pay. And I remember out there I told all my dudes back home, my brothers. I remember when I made it and everything was good. Told dudes, come up here. Got you. Join my team. Come under me. We gonna do big. We right now. Chicks I met out there. When I first came out there, I was dressing bummy on purpose, only going to work. See how they really act, see how they really treat me, you know what I mean? And then when I was already shined up, holla at them again, but don't shine up. Just stay regular, a little bit better, you know? And then still ain't holla at me. Next thing I know, I said, I ain't gonna holla at you no more. I foot fell back. Went back to going to all my plans. Went back to building my team. Next thing you know, I'm out there styling at the bar that I had under control. And all my people out there, we having a GMB night, party night and shit. I got all the troops out there, everybody chilling, drinking, taking care of each other. Everybody paying for everybody living, we all eating, and other people coming to the bar having fun with us. We buying they drinks, everybody having fun in a small ass town, small 3 miles, small up in the fucking woods. We living like we in a city somewhere chilling, and this same chick hollered at me. See me out there on the stoop spitting bars for everybody. Had the crowd around me, so I go to take my little 5 minute break or whatever. I was like putting content on out there. If I couldn't make it, I'm still gonna do it. And so Shorty see me all dressed up, chained up, shaded up, right, kicks on, fresh, feeling confident. Now I got my weight up, looking right. She's like, "Oh, what's up? Remember me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do. What's up?" She goes, "What's up? I'm feeling your style. I keep hearing about Jack Ripper. I keep hearing about GMB everywhere I go now, and they keep talking about this little black dude that rat in front of the bar. That's you, right?" I said, "Yeah, that's me." She like, "But I'm saying you was that same dude that hollered at me before, right? So what's up?" And I'm like, "Nah, ain't nothing. What's up? GMB up." I said, "When I hollered at you when I had nothing, I already had all of this shit in the works. You see this outfit you see right now? I had that shit that day I hollered at you. I had my work clothes on. And I just got off work and I hollered at you. I was gonna go, if you would have hollered at me, I was gonna go upstairs, put this shit on, and then take you into that bar and show you all this love that I already got. But your ass didn't see it already. You didn't realize I was that dude already. So now that you realize I'm that dude, go on, go." So,